Hi everyone, welcome to my presentation today. The article that I chose to review is entitled Fraction Interventions for Students Struggling to Learn Mathematics, a Research Synthesis. So basically this article is a compilation of 17 studies that compared and contrasted different interventions used to improve skills in fraction and learning fractions. And some of those methods or interventions that were used were as follows. They were concrete visual representations, explicit and systematic instruction, and also the use of contextualized problems, meaning the students were given real life applications on how to use these concepts. So basically, this article compared, like I said, 17 studies, and my article summarized the effects of which interventions worked more positively towards the outcome. And some of those were, and I'll get to those at the very end of the article. I believe it's page 384, so a couple more pages. And I wanted to reiterate that if after completing the lecture on the math section for this module, this article really echoed a lot of the things that were in that presentation. For example, UDL, right? As teachers, we are asked to present our material to the needs of all our students. And I think this article really honed in on which interventions you could use and apply them in your classroom instruction that will really get to all those individuals, including those that are mostly struggling with math. So finally, in conclusion to my article, it said that using a combination of these interventions proved to be what gave the most positive results, and that was using a combination of visual representations along with explicitly with explicit instruction, step-by-step instruction, but also providing a good amount of time for students to be able to work through the problems, and also provide opportunities for peer discussion of the concepts. That, along with enhanced instruction, and also finally being able to use the concepts learned in real life word problems. So in summary, using combination of all those strategies was what gave the most, which proved to be, sorry, I'm losing my train of thought here. Using a combination of all those interventions in our instruction on teaching fractions helped the students take in the concepts, but also help them retain the concepts as they progress through high school and higher education. Some of the questions that I wanted to pose to you guys were, if any of you guys have used some of these strategies that I mentioned, and perhaps what have been some of the, if you've received some blowback from it, or what have you learned or have done differently, and maybe some advice that you may have for other teachers that are planning to perhaps use these interventions in combination. All right, I hope that you guys find this information useful, and thank you very much.